So, let me set the scene here. This will entail a little background, so bear with me. I mean, really, bear with me, okay? If at any point it seems I'm rambling or long-winded, just tell yourself or nudge each other, say, well, bless her heart, her head blew up. Okay, the opening matinee had gone pretty well. See, in what had been a bad summer for both my friend Merritt and myself, acting in this two-woman show had been the only shaft of light, and we'd been looking forward to it. We'd worked our asses off, we'd had abbreviated rehearsal time, and still we felt good about it. Luckily, of course, the audience didn't know any of this, nor were any playgoers aware of the chaos backstage, such as painting of the set beginning only at 11 a.m. that morning. The show was going well. Merritt and I, quite frankly, were cooking, for a time anyway. I know now that it happened sometime toward the end of Act 1. I didn't start to feel the full effects until after intermission, and then... Yeah, well, the it I'm referring to, I like to call it that time my head blew up. Not overly snappy, but it's either that or I spent 4 years in Mexico and all I got was this lousy brain hemorrhage. I remember the director shouting at me. Not unusual for that ass, but unexpected in front of an audience. And then I heard him tell the crowd that the show was canceled. What? And then we went to the hospital. Someone asked for my cell phone to get my emergency numbers for my family, and I couldn't use my left hand. My time at the hospital is remembered, if at all, in flashes, as snapshots, jagged shards of recollection. They add up, I guess. For instance, as appreciative as I am to the staff of the ER, why do they ask questions if they aren't going to listen? My favorite was the medical history drill. Is there any chance you could be pregnant? Not without a miracle. What was that? Beg pardon? They talk in fevered whispers among themselves. Is she pregnant? She might be pregnant. We need to know if she's pregnant. Hello? Do you notice a bright star or 3 wise men following me in here? Then there was a CT scan. I told them I was claustrophobic. I told them. Yet they were surprised and angry when they had to pull me out and sedate me. And let me add, sedated does not equal deaf or unconscious or oblivious or stupid. I heard the cheery instruction that someone needed to notify my next of kin. Gee, thanks. Just because someone lies at the brink of becoming a human-sized can of V8 juice, or Snappy Tom as I prefer, does not mean that they're not there. They are. Other moments and thoughts that somehow rise to the top of the murky soup that period include the realization that a week into this picnic, I still had stage makeup caked onto my face. That watching SpongeBob SquarePants is infinitely more enjoyable on morphine. That all the time, day in, day out, I was cold. Even though the whole initial episode seemed like an elaborate joke, it was unlikely to be so, for reasons of logistics if nothing else. It would have taken a lot of planning to have set up intracranial bleeding, the projectile vomiting, the care flight, the priest, my brother appearing at my bedside to read to me from a Harry Potter book. I don't know anyone that organized.